This is a response to Haley's love tag, which is kind of a rundown of information on our boyfriends slash spouses. Micah and I met in our hometown at an event called Booyah Bowling, which basically a bunch of the older people who went to our high school that were over 21 would meet the day before Christmas Eve every year at this bowling alley and bowl and drink and yada yada yada. And so we met there in 2006. We never really dated. We hung out that week that I had met him, and then I left for the Philippines, and when I came back, I invited him to Chicago, and we drove out there, and he just stayed. He never went back to New York. He just stayed out there. So technically we were living together before we were even dating, I guess you could say. I'm not going to answer the first kiss question because I don't even really know, and not even because it's personal. Just because I don't even really remember. Because every kiss is important in our relationship. I knew I loved him within a few days because he was supposed to stay out in Chicago for about a week, and I'm pretty sure I told him that I thought that I loved him, and he ended up just staying. I met both of his best friends at the same time, I think a few months after he had come out to Chicago. We drove his car to New York, and we stayed with his two friends, Jared and Bill, for a night. And I actually went to high school with all of these people, not all of them. Micah and his friend Bill had graduated before I was in high school, but their friend Jared was a senior when I was a freshman, so I knew who they all were. Anyway, but that was my first formal meeting of them. We don't really have any traditions set in stone right now since we were in Chicago for, our whole relationship up until now. So we're kind of rebuilding that sort of thing in terms of what to do for the holidays and this and that. Our first road trip, I guess you could say, was when we first drove out to Chicago together. His dad was my high school principal, so technically I already had met him, but I officially met his parents sometime in that first year of him living out in Chicago. We went and stayed with them for a night. This sounds like I'm lying, but we really don't argue that much. Anything that we argue about is usually really minuscule and not a big deal, and usually within 5 to 10 minutes it is resolved. So I guess living together in a studio apartment for the first 2.5 years of your relationship, you kind of just learn not to get under each other's skin, and so yeah, no problems with exes. You could probably all guess why, because I'm a pretty tough cookie. Honestly, the only things that have changed since I've become pregnant is we are probably, as cheesy as it sounds, more loving and caring and helpful and understanding of one another. And we take advantage of any moment we're together, especially now, because in a few months it'll never just be the two of us ever again. Micah currently works as a server bartender for the Marriott Hotel. Great hotel chain with lots of perks for us, which is pretty cool. We actually Micah met the Doobie Brothers, who were staying at the hotel, and we were able to get seats 15 rows back from the stage for the Allman Brothers Doobie Brothers show that the lead singer of the Doobie Brothers got us. So it was pretty cool. John and Kate breakup. I used to love that show, and because of what it did to the family, I just believe that it is, by putting kids on a reality television when they're not even old enough to make the decision if that's what they want, I think is exploitive. And from what it looks like, John is right now is just a horrible example of a father. Because I don't know how he is when he's with the kids now, because I don't care for the show anymore. But the fact that what he's doing and that he's even in the media still is showing that he makes very bad decisions. And I feel like it's great that Kate is with the kids from what it seems, but all in all, I think what it comes down to at this point is they need to just change all their names and just disappear or something. Do whatever they can to disappear for the sake of their kids, because the fact that I still see recent photos of them in magazines and on the internet, whatever, that means they're still putting themselves in the public eye, which has done nothing positive for them. So I'm kind of confused as to why they don't see the importance of their children and the importance of getting out of the spotlight once and for all. But that is their problem, not mine. Really quick, I forgot to mention, well, I'm going to mention it in my 26-week video, because I kind of promote those more to more people. But I'll mention it right now to you guys that if you are on BabyCenter, I created a YouTube family group that we can all kind of keep in touch in, all in one place, where we can talk to each other and maybe meet each other's YouTube friends that we don't know yet. So kind of spread the word. If you're registered to BabyCenter, you just search in the groups for the group called YouTube Family. And that's all. So check it out. Thanks for watching again, guys, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye.